Modern cars, why? And the Germans are the worst for it, trying to recreate the wheel, trying to do other stupid stuff where you don't need it. Water pump, simple thing, normally driven by the cam belt or a timing chain, well, not timing chain, but the belt or the fan belt. But no, Germans decide to do it different, don't they? So what have we got here? We've got a water pump with its own little belt. And we've also got a water pump with a module on it. Them modules are going like crazy. And you cannot just buy the module on their own. You have to pay the whole thing. Over €350 here. Hello and welcome to another Budget and Leggit video. We are going to be doing a water pump on a 2020 Volkswagen Golf 1 litre petrol. Now, like I said in the beginning, these modules give a lot of problems. This is the numbers for this. This is an updated version. So that's why I would say don't get a spurious one, because it's not going to be an updated version and these modules give an awful lot of problems. So Volkswagen have actually updated this one. The belt is still the same, it's not been updated, but there's the part numbers for the belt. And then, yeah, so well over 350 quid for this. Why they're complicating water pumps and making all these stupid modules on it, and the price of them is just absolutely ridiculous. Couple of things to be aware when you do this is you really do want to change the belt. The belt goes in there. They are a bit awkward. There's no tensioner to the belt, so you don't have to do any weird tensioning, but what you do have to do, which is awkward, is the pump is on. See little dowels here. So we got a dowel here and we got a dowel there. And the easiest way to do it is put the belt on this pulley and the top pulley, and then kind of push down onto the water pump and try and force it onto them dowels. It's the only real way, because once you take this off, which I'll show you, you can move the belt a little bit, but you haven't really got the room to put it on over the top. And if you did, it's most probably too loose. So the other good thing about getting something new, in the sense of before you fit it, is you can see exactly what you do need to take off. So you can see we've got five pipes, sorry, and then you've got bolts, and you can see where the bolts are, what you need to take off, what clips you need to take off. It is kind of handy. So we're going to try and film this as best we can. Don't really have to take the airbox out, but you can, give you a little bit more room. I will most probably do that, and I most probably do that just off camera, just to give myself a little bit more room, because it's only a few seconds to take it off. Right, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this off first. Like I said, not necessarily vitally needed to do this, just gives you a bit more room for the sake of a couple of seconds. T25. So let's get these off. That is off. Move it to the side. That gives me access to this now. Pop it off. The rubber mounts. Oh, I hate these rubber mounts. There we go. Right. Now I'll just get. Flat blade screwdriver. Popping all these clips off now, and the car is only a few years old and done a few thousand miles, isn't really a big deal. But I tell you something, when it becomes older, everything's just going to break. Right, you can now take that out, and as you can see, that just gives us a hell of a lot more room. Not really that important, but it just gives you a hell of a lot more room. You don't need to do it, that's what I mean. It's not that important, you just don't need to do it. Right, let's get some of these off, especially with the Volkswagen stuff. See these pliers here? they've got like a line in, and it's really handy for these connections. These are Welch Work Zug. I'll put a link in the description. In the UK, Scotland, but it's just so much handy taking these type of clips off. You can mark all these pipes, but they can only really go in one way. We've lost a lot of water out of this anyway, so I'm not bothered about the water. We have to put our new coolant in this, and these are a bit of a bastard to bleed, unfortunately. Once you kind of crack it, they'll come out. Right, 2 more down there, and then you've also got this connection here for the electronics. So get that off. Look at this already. Look at the wear on this. Hold on. Let me get you into this. I just showed the customer so I don't get blamed if anything happens in a few months. That's worn through that there, and also down there you just see, look at that, worn through there as well. You can see the wear mark in the middle of the camera. So I'm going to have to try and push that to the side with some cable ties or something, and just make that a lot better, because it's going to rub all the way through and then we're in trouble. The other thing is, they've welded these pipes together, so I can't move this pipe separately to this one, and it's just frustrating. I'm going to take it off there just so it doesn't break. So from here, I'll use the right side of this because it won't slip off then. You can move that out of the way. Now I can move that out of the way. Give myself a lot more room. Move that out of the way. Stop that from leaking out. It's going to leak out there now. Yeah, it's just going to leak out until it kind of finds its own level. But like I said, we're not worried about that because we're replacing the coolant anyway. One more pipe, and then can't quite get the angle on this. Did I say these are a nightmare to bleed? There we go. Because if I didn't, guess what? They're a nightmare to bleed. These hard plastic pipes then that run along here that are just wanting to snap. Ridiculous. Just a ridiculous setup. Everything about this is stupid. Right, what we need to do now is get this off. So take off one of the coils, because you know you have to take off a coil just to do a water pump, and that's standard practice, you know what I mean? T30, not T25. That's my guess. Yep. Running out of light soon. Right. Oh, now then, a lot worse than I thought that was going to be. Let me take off this sensor. Well, not a sensor, it's for the brakes. Take this off. Should be able to remove that cover. It's screwed into the plastic to make its own threads. Nightmare. Because once that's screwed out a few times, that's not going to ever go back in properly. Now we can move that out of the way, get this out of the way. A lot of right, this is what I mean about how loose the belt is. Ready? Look at that. Like, it really is loose. There's no real tension to it. It's just that physically the belt can't slide off really, and that's what kind of stops it, not tension. I need to take off this clip. There we go. Right. Now, look, dog can see the rabbit. Now we should be all good to go. So it's just going to be T30s. Now in this case, the electronic part of the water pump hasn't gone. It's the it's leaking. Another good thing you can do, if there's different size bolts, obviously you can take pictures and mark them. But when you've got the new piece beside you, you can just take the bolts you've removed and put them on the new piece beside you. Or you can just drop it on the fucking thing like that, and you know, just, yeah. Oh, hold on a second, I don't think I needed to take that one off. And the answer to that is, I was taking this one off here and I didn't need to. I've dropped it, but it actually is not going to cause me a problem. So that's good. It means I don't really have to worry about trying to get it off or trying to get it out. But there is a bolt below it. This is very awkward. Right, unfortunately now you're not going to be able to see me undo these bolts because it's just in an awkward spot. So let me get all the bolts off, then I'll turn the camera back on. Right, I think that's them all off. So slide that belt off, and I think, there we go. No, there's something else holding it. I think it's just maybe seized on the dowels more so than something else holding it, but I don't know. It's hard to say at the minute. Yeah, it's just seized on the dowels. There we go. Oh, you bastard. One, I'll pump out. Right, it was leaking down here somewhere. Customer saw it. So, I've got to clean all this now and try and get it all back on. Oh, I cannot wait. Yeah, that belt. It's on 40,000 kilometers, but it's very, very cracked. It's not. Look at that. There's not much life left in there. So we just get a blade and clean all this. Right, I've just figured out where it was leaking from. You can actually see all this is wet here. So it was coming out of here somewhere. It looks to be around about here, or even kind of up here, leaking down and into there and then dripping down. But that will also tell me why the belt is stained, because when you look at the water pump, same story on the water pump. Look at all the water that was in there. You see it's all stained there, look, on the water. And when you look closely at this, you can just see there, look at the nick that's in it there. So I reckon it was most probably running down from here and around and into here, pooling in there, going across on the belt. But I mean, this failing after 40 odd kilometers, 40,000 kilometers, you see the colour of that bolt, look, compared to all the others, because it's been getting coolant on it. It's not good, is it? Especially for the price of this thing. It's really bad in there. Very simple to clean it. You get a blade, you see, get all this kind of black rubbery stuff off, which is the old seal. All a bit of the corrosion there. You can see, just look at that already. The new one can seal a lot better. You don't need to go mad, because this is Ali. You'll very easy nick this and then you're in trouble. We're just getting it all off before the new one goes on. So that's all you need to do. It's a Daco belt. That's the genuine belt. So this one was bought genuine, but if you just get a Daco belt, you know, you're getting the same quality, but you're not paying the main dealer prices. But what I'm going to do, you can see I've got it on the bottom pulley. So we can maybe try this time. I haven't had success doing it this way, but line it up with both and then try and slide this on. Oh, well, there we go. Let me get the bolts. What would I write you? Right fucking in front of me. Right fucking in front of me. Right. You don't want to screw any of them home until you got them all in. I'm just kind of putting this in place so it doesn't fall. Right. Try and get one in there. That in. I think it's in. Okay. Right, last one is here somewhere. I've lost it for a minute. There, we're looking there, right in the middle. There we go. Right. Keep getting interrupted. We need to make sure that this is definitely in. Oh yeah, seems to be. It seems to be in. And when you're used to any type of belt on a car, a timing belt, a fan belt, anything, this belt seems really, really loose. But like I said, it's supposed to be, which is a bit scary. It's definitely on. Right, just let me tighten all these up now, and then we can start putting the pipes back on. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, hold on a second, only 4 bolts holding that on. It's really big for only 4 bolts holding it on. Yes, it is really big for only 4 bolts holding it on, but only 3 actually seal. What I mean by that is it's only the middle part you can see that needs sealing. All the rest of it doesn't. So the 3 bolts, one here, one there and one there, do the sealing. That one just stops this from basically vibrating, causing the belt to come off. So it's only actually 3 bolts that seal that on, believe it or not. The rest is kind of self-sealing. So yeah, that's why there's only 3 bolts on it. The dog wants to play with me again. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Kitty, where is it? What have you done with it? What have you done with it? Is that it? Oh, you've destroyed it. So it's in bits. Right, what I like to do when I'm doing this, I've got all the bolts tight, I give it 3 or 4 minutes, 5-10 minutes at the most, and I just go around and nip them again, just so it can kind of squeeze everything in. Right, hopefully that's all done. Now it's just a case of plugging everything back in. And these clips, you want to try and get them in exactly the same spot as they were, because they can leak. These pliers make it so much easier, because once you get it in the grooves it will not slip off. This is the hardest one at the back. This one here. These pliers do make it a hell of a lot easier, but this thing for the brake is in the way, which is a nightmare. And now the problem is I'm just blocking everything so you can't see anyway. Oh, bastard. I might need my one on a cord. It's a lot easier than this, but should be able to get it with this one. You Oh, bastard. Oh, we got it on anyway. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, it's on. Oh, that hurt. That was uncalled for. Completely unnecessary and uncalled for. Now, just put these 2 clips or 3 on there. Fuck, that still hurts. Yep, last one. There we go. Every time I squeeze these pliers now, it fucking hurts. See, I haven't got them on properly, that's why it's slipping off. Now, I think we're more or less good. Let me just put on the cover, put on the coil, and we can maybe try and bleed it. Right, it's all back together. We've put some more coolant in. Most probably going to need some more, but we're just going to run the pump. You can hear it. Hear that? This will make it so much easier for us to bleed. Water's going down, still active. Coolant levels going down. You can bleed them without the computer, I believe, but it's a hell of a lot harder. Still taking water. Right, just going to run that again. See, it's saying do this for 25 minutes. But I don't think you have to do it for that long. So I'm just going to keep letting this run through. I can hear it bubbling and going under in here. So I'm going to give it a few minutes. I just normally turn it on and turn it off again. Kind of speeds up the process. So let me let this run through all of that, and then we'll start it. Sometimes what you also have to do is you have to run the engine and then do this afterwards as well, just to kind of help it. Coolant level is a little bit low, but nothing to worry about at the minute. I'm going to start this, and we're going to see. So just kick the coolant bottle. You can see it's pitch black. There was no AC in this car to turn on. If you've got AC, you need to turn it on when you're doing that bleeding process. Oops, got that. Oops. Look, we'll edit that out. No one will know. Now, I just need to monitor for leaks, and I need to monitor that it's circulating and the thermostat opens and the heat is on inside. So let me do all that. And oh, did you turn it on to hot or is it on cold? On cold. Hot. Now turn it to here. Go back to get in the car and just put my hand in the window and check it through here. Can't see him, but over there is the moo cows. So good. So far so good. No leaks under there. See? Just burning off the water that was there. Pipes are getting hot. Like, good. Even this pipe's getting hot. The most important thing is we've now got hot air in here and we're not overheating. So I'm just going to let it do it for I want this to get warm. It's not properly warm yet before I put everything else back on. It's easier to check if there's any leaks here with the airbox turning off. So yeah. I also cable tied all this out the way, so now look, that's not touching anything. And hopefully it's not going to rub through and cause more damage. Right, it all looks good. No leaks. Water level is good. It's not overheating. We've got heat inside. There's no pressure building up in the pipes. They're getting hot, which is what they're supposed to do. I'm going to take it for a drive now, just to be 100% sure that there's no issues, and then we can call it job done. Right, so far so good. Took it a good bit of a drive. Have to keep an eye on the water level over the next few days. But a bit of water from before. There's no water down there. Oh, good. Oh yeah. Look what I also picked up. The bolt I dropped. Right, so there we go. Job done. Quite simple, nothing really to it, just expensive on fucking parts. As always, hope it helps. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and get links up here, links down below. But most importantly, the answer is see you for the next one. Sorted.